every year around this time, the governor of New York's proposed budget comes out. And very often we see a lot of Medicaid cuts proposed. This year, for some reason, the governor's budget proposes some really severe cuts to the consumer-directed personal assistance program, the CDPAP program. It has proposals in here that will cut the hourly wages of the aides in the CDPAP program. They're also proposing that the CDPAP program, that's where the consumers hire their own aides to provide the care. They're proposing that that only be available to people who are self-directing. Now, what that means is people who have the comprehension and the competence to direct their own aide. Now, typically, we have a family member who can direct the aide. What we would be losing is aides for people who have Alzheimer's, aides for people who have all kinds of, traumatic brain injury, children under 18. Now, we're having a severe AIDS shortage in New York the last couple of years, and in particular right now. If a big segment of the population is not able to hire their own aides under the consumer-directed program, that'll just add a nightmare on top of a nightmare. A lot of my clientele, for instance, uses the CDPAP program because especially when we have high hours cases, like where people need aides around the clock, the agencies lately, even downstate, have been having trouble staffing these cases. Now, upstate, it's always been an issue, but downstate, historically, the agencies have been able to staff these cases, but in the last couple of years, they've been having trouble, so more and more clients are resorting to using the CDPAP program where they can get their own aides and we get them onto Medicaid's payroll, so to speak. We just learned that both houses of the state legislature rejected the governor's budget with respect to these cuts, which we are extremely appreciative of, and we're hoping that the governor goes along with the Assembly and the Senate and does not push for these cuts. It would absolutely be devastating to the home care program in New York. What we need to do is everybody who cares about this issue needs to reach out to their assembly person or to their senator and speak up about how bad an idea cutting this program would be at this time. There's an activity going on up in Albany. I think it's on the March 26th, and really this is the time for a full court press to the governor's office, to your state assembly person, your senator, to really, really make your feelings clear about cutting this program.